It's now been 1 month since I started drawing figures. Let me just find the start. These are all Loomis head practices, which I started with. And here's where I started the figure course. So these were just the two quick 2-minute sketches. I was doing a course, the figure fundamentals on Proco. You can see they're very basic and it just looks like a moon with a little, the body isn't quite right in these. You can kind of get the basic gesture of what I was trying to do, but it's not very, doesn't really stand out or anything. Like there's no fluidity of it, or there's no, doesn't look like a human body. You could tell it is, but it's not realistic. And then these are getting into the 5-minute ones where I'm starting to get more form, just starting to look better. And then into the bean, which is just the rhythm of the torso. Animators would try and get just like a sack of flour, and they'd try and animate that. And if they could animate that, then that was basically a test to see if they could get the gesture of the body and get that moving around properly. So it's kind of the basic same idea, just with the bean. Like foreshortening, twisting, leaning back and forward. This is when I started to get a bit more progress in it. And then I went on to kind of 3D shaping, mannequinization kind of stuff. There's like a leopard, which actually was alright, but then these other ones are a bit weird. And then this is when I started to get into not just doing the basic figure of it, but starting to get into like more of the points of the anatomy. So trying to get that right, which is like the rib cage here, or the shoulder blades, and the, basically the points of the spine and iliac crest and that kind of stuff. That's still one of my favorites. I don't know how I did that, honestly. They're just kind of what I did for fun when I had extra time. And then here it went into the box, which is the robo bean. That one looks okay with the belly button. But you can see here from just the basic gesture, how it's starting to get more dynamic and more teaching me how to see things and how to make things move and how it kind of works a bit better. Like leaning back, twisting to the sides, leaning forward. Oh my God, that's, just don't look at that. I like how I have like Bakugo just getting angry at my stuff and then Deku just yelling at it like it's bad. Yeah, this is when I started doing more figures, starting to really get into it. What's this? So I started at the 6th of the 12th. That was when I first started doing these figures. 6th of the 12th. So that's like, oh my God, my math. 4, 5, 6, 16 days in. That one I was really proud of and surprised of. It was the first mannequinization one. Look at his face. It's really funny. Anyway. You can tell now that it's starting to look more realistic, more like you can see the rhythm of what they're trying to do, especially this guy. Like it's starting to see a lot more realistic, a lot more 3D. The hands could look weird there because I did not get that right. 26, yeah. But yeah, I was definitely surprised by how quickly I was able to get to this kind of stage and even draw like that, because beforehand I was like, oh, I'm not going to be able to draw very realistic, like I'm not going to be able to draw very well at all. But then you kind of surprise yourself. Like this is me trying before, like that. And that took ages to do. And that was a sketch I just, that doesn't really count. And that took ages to do. And I was kind of proud of it, but it's still a whole shade of a difference compared to this. And then here's where it really starts to get good. Like, I'm shocked looking at these, like, wow, I'm so good. No. Then I had to move on to this smaller one. Starting to get more able to see the shape and draw it better. Like, be able to see what it is and then draw it a lot more easily. That's just kind of the measuring, female and male. Looks like she's given the finger. That one's good. That one's a lot better than that other one I showed you. You can see me drawing that in ACT anyway. These couple, that's Kobe, if you couldn't tell. Statue of David. Sistine Chapel. I love that kind of classic Renaissance kind of style of art. Deku, and then me redoing that. Just a stretching basic like figure. Garrow. That's a self-portrait. I think I did the eyes too big, it looks freaky. And that's the one that I did this morning. So you can, let's compare that. That's, oh my god, way too far. So that's the first figures I did, and this is the one that I did today about a month later. So you can tell that even though it's not great, you can see the figure, you can see the different compartments, you can see the thigh, to the calf, to the foot, which way the head's going. The arms actually look kind of right, and like the rhythm of it is a lot better. And then the last drawing that I did, which I just finished this morning, was this one, which I'm quite proud of. Even though I didn't have any charcoal to, let me just see that I'm doing it right, yeah. Even though I didn't have any charcoal to properly get all of the shading in and stuff, it's very realistic. I'm like surprised by it. I'm like, oh my god, did I really draw this? And that's just a testament to show that if you stick to a course, if you continue with something, do it every day, even if it's just like 5-10 minutes. Like some of these drawings, it was just like a couple of beans or just a couple of things, and these only take 5-10 minutes to do. Let me see if there's a day where I just did a little bit. See, literally, I only did a couple boxes here and a couple heads, and that was just enough to keep the momentum going. And if you stick to something, then you're going to see progress in it. And if you do a course and you follow it properly, you're going to see the benefit of it, even though at times it kind of sucks to do. But yeah, I guess I'm kind of happy with this drawing thing. And, you know, it's cool to see it. And I think that it was important that I did realistic drawing as opposed to kind of the anime stuff, even though I was doing that for fun. It's nice to do that, but I think the hardest thing to do is draw from real life and be able to draw realistically and make it look real. And then from there, you can kind of move the boundaries a little bit and then make it look more like an anime or a cartoon or something. Anyway, thank you for watching. And peace out.